Hey, Kev, it's Donald, your favorite president, and get ready to come back. But just wanted to say I appreciate you liberating slaves. We need to do more, and I hope that we all will tonight. Just a little bit more to get those last ones free.
Hey, Kev, it's Senator Biden from Delaware. You know I don't like that Kevin show very much. But President Harris and I both wanted to say thank you for liberating slaves. We need to do more, and on this we can all agree this Christmas.
Kev, it's Kamala. We can do good for Kwanzaa too. Hey Kev, it's Taylor. Thanks so much for buying the Person of the Year issues for your wife. I hope your bride likes them. Secondly, thanks for letting me know that Cruel Summer's up for Music of the Year in the New Music Spotlight. Thirdly, thanks for liberating slaves. These women have suffered enough. And fourth, if I can, it's That Kevin Show.
Somewhere in the city that defines holiday magic is a man who wants a little eggnog with his mistletoe. And that guy would like to carol you. Featuring the musical stylings of Mel Tunney and the Dream in Color Singers. And tonight, with a special focus on ending slavery in our time, Todd Chapman from Christian Solidarity International, Kelsey Bowler from the Independent Women's Forum, and singer-songwriter Michael W. Smith.
Christmas time, oh, 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 jingle
all the way. And now from Times Square, the quintessential North Poliest of all the places not named the North Pole, here's Papa Elf himself. Here's That Kevin!
Dave, we went over this a week or so ago. I'm not Papa Elf, never been confused for being Papa Elf, don't have any desire to be Papa Elf. But thank you, Presidents Trump and Biden and VP Harris and Ms. Swift. I appreciate all of your well wishes. It is a special focus night tonight. We're going to get into some very special things. I've got some great news to show you. Coming right up. Stay here. I was like, hey, thank you. I always like to hear the singers do the tagline. Yes, it has my name in it, but that's not the reason. Those harmonies are so good. And it's been a joy to have the Dream in Color singers serenading us all through the holiday cycle this year. And I know that the band is itchy to get back in place. So we'll trade them out here in another week or two. But I've been enjoying the vocal artistry of the Dream in Color singers. Thank you, Mel and group. We have got a lot to get to. Todd Chapman's going to be here with us tonight. He is a spokesperson for Christian Solidarity International, as am I, and you have heard me advocating on their behalf since February of this year. We are in the final stretch before Christmas, and in the next 8 days, we have 16 more slaves that we would like to see liberated, and we're going to ask for your help tonight. 888-342-1010, 888-342-1010. It is so vital to me, friend, that we get every name marked off this list. So even now, if you've already committed to doing it and you're planning on doing it, just go do it and then enjoy the rest of the show with us. And then let me say this, as a thank you to what you have done this year, because remember, the goal is 192 as we started in February. We have learned of 16 additional names that we've added to that list that could be liberated before the end of the year. At least the process could be started for them before the end of the year. That means you've provided the Christmas present of actual slave liberation to 200, well, when it's all said and done, it'll be 208 human beings that woke up one day being someone else's property, that wake up the next day their own person, living with their new hopeful start. And because of your generosity, you gave them that. And you have joined the McCullough family, but you've joined 176 other people that have joined with us in this effort to bring that gift to those people. So as my way of saying thank you, next week for our Christmas Eve edition of the show, we have got a Christmas party spectacular to blow out all former Christmas party spectaculars we've ever done on the weekend. And Kevin McCullough couldn't be happier than to have you here tonight and then to have you here next week. It's kind of a two-part thing. We do the hard stuff tonight and we help the final few people. And then next week we party like there's no tomorrow. And we're getting the party underway starting tonight because Michael W. Smith, who will be with us next week, is our featured musical artist tonight. And he's got two things, especially for you, in the music spotlight tonight that are just going to add the perfect little drop of Christmas cheer to what we're doing. So I want to say thank you. I get to this part of the season, and we've walked this road together since February of helping these people, and I just feel immense gratitude. How would you have been able to explain to me that we could have convinced 176 Americans to pick up a phone and free a slave for the rest of their life? And yet, over the course of this year, 176 of you specifically have said, Kevin, I'm going to stand with you. I'm going to stand with the enslaved. We're going to liberate them. There's more to do, yes, but we're going to get the list of names that we've got this year, and we're going to make sure that every one of them are. So I want to say thank you. There is still a little bit of wood to chop. We're going to talk about that tonight. But I'm just deeply grateful, deeply, deeply, deeply grateful. All right, a couple of things I just want to bring to your attention. It's kind of funny. The White House announced this week that from now on, they're going to force all government employees to travel via electric vehicle. So you have to take the train or an electric car to go wherever you need to go as a government representative. But wait, what about John Kerry and his enormously sized private jet that takes him everywhere to argue about this is being done to help stem climate concerns. So you're going to have government workers being forced to take electric vehicles. Are they going to run the president's car on electricity from now on? Is that how that's going to work? The limousine that gets them to and from everywhere safely? This is a really, really bad idea. I'm Kevin McCullough. It's our Night of Hope. Stay with us.
I was a child when I was abducted by the Arabs. My parents used to own livestock, and my mother would do all the cooking for us. I don't remember the year that I was captured. There had never been any problems in our village. Then one day, all of a sudden, we heard that there were Arabs attacking Dinka villages throughout the south. We were so worried we could not even sleep at night. It was a big concern to my mother and my father. We were told that these Arabs were heavily armed and would kill all the animals and people when they would attack. We were very scared. Then one morning, they attacked our village. We scattered in different directions and I ran, but I was captured. My entire village was burned down, and I've never seen a member of my family since. Then I was taken north, into slavery. My eyes saw horrific things on that trip to the north. Women were raped right in front of us. Men were beaten, and 4 men were killed because they tried to fight back. They were shot dead before our eyes. Once at the slave master's house, I was pretty much starved and worked brutal hours every single day doing difficult and very, very hard work. There was no relief. And then they raped me. My slave master did not think of me as a human. He would not even let me go to the hospital when I fell sick. And one day I heard that there was a slave retriever from CSI close by. How I wanted to be free. That retriever secured my freedom. And thank God I was able to return to South Sudan. Thank you to each of you who helped the slaves be free. But please don't stop until we get them all.
It's a reasonable request. The phone number is 888-342-1010, 888-342-1010. And your gift right now of only $250 will liberate another girl like Ahok, the one you just heard the story from. The names may sound different to our Western ears, but their hearts, their desires, their lives are no different than your own daughters. Friends, if you believe that slavery is evil, and if you believe that we should be here to make a difference, then please do. Pick up the phone, 888-342-1010, 888-342-1010. You can also give online by just going to bringherhome.org. That's bringherhome.org or 888-342-1010. That's 888-342-1010.
That Kevin Show.